Peoples, what is going on? I am Finesse. I got the ladies here, and it has been a while since I've put out a video, but that's because I had some sickness. So I got a cold that lasted for about a week. As soon as I got over that cold, I ended up catching COVID, I believe, because by the time I was felt good enough to test myself, it came back negative. So, you know, whatever. But it felt like it was COVID. It lasted for about 2 weeks, and it was pretty rough. But I'm back at it. We're here again. We're going to be putting out some more videos, and we're going to be starting with today. I often get questions about the 112 versus the 108. You know, is the upgrade worth it? This, that, and the other. All right. And I've said this before in some of my other videos. I think the safety systems alone are well worth the upgrade. And then not to mention the engine, the power, you know, all this and that. Right. So, but people always ask me, is that much faster than the 108 or that much quicker than the 108, right? Because both bikes are limited to, I think, 110 or 115, so they're just as fast, but one's probably going to be a little quicker than the other. So we are going to be testing that out today. I'm going to be doing a 0 to 60 test with, on this side, with Mrs. Finesse's Challenger Elite. This is Storm. You guys have met the bike already. But I did not have a name for my bike at the time, but now I do. My bike is named Beast. And you can kind of see the theme we got going on. We got Storm and we got Beast. And I'll be comparing these two with 0 to 60 times. Now, with the butt dyno, it feels like there's going to be a bit of a difference. I don't know if it's going to be that much. But as far as everything else, I think the 112 just runs a lot smoother, especially when you're cruising at speed. There's a lot less vibration. And then, of course, like I said, the safety systems are there. I will say, though, the suspension on the automatic suspension is way smoother than what you get with the traditional hydraulic style suspension. All right. So on my bike, it does not have the automatic suspension. So you got to go in there with the wrench and adjust the suspension for whatever load that you have on it. Whereas Mrs. Finesse's bike has the automatic suspension where you punch that in. So either you can be way more accurate with this because you just punch in the weight, or the tuning for the suspensions just vary a little bit, right? But I tell you right off the rip, both of them are comfortable, but Mrs. Finesse's seems to be a bit more smoother when you're riding the bike when compared to my bike. All right, so without further ado, we are gonna jump right in. All right, for our testing, we are gonna start out with Storm because, hey, ladies first. So, go ahead and get geared up here. All right, so just so you know, both the bikes are in their stock form other than the Tab Performance slip-ons. But as far as the engine and everything else, it's all stock. The 108 is a snappy engine. Definitely feels good. That exhaust got that growl, got that pop to it. Love it. So this road that I'm on, is a 55-mile-an-hour zone. So the key here is finding a spot that I can launch from. As far as traffic goes, there's not a lot of traffic on this road at this time of day, so that shouldn't be a problem. All right, so you guys can see I have the bike in sport mode. Down here, the shock preload is set to my weight, so we're good there. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so now we are gonna hop on Beast and take it out and do the exact same thing. All right, so I'm here, I'm in sport mode. And that's really all I can show you because my suspension is manual. All right, so we're good to go. So 3, 2, 1, go. All right, everybody, so it is the next day. Don't worry, I will have the results of that 0 to 60 test between the 108 and the 112, but I kind of wanted to give you guys an update on what's been going on, okay? First and foremost, I did hit 1901 on Beast. It was, like I said, it was a while ago, but I did hit the 1901 mileage. I did pull over on the side of the road and take a picture of it. Also, I received my outer fairing for Beast. So if you look here, I mean, you probably can't really see it, but there are some little scratches right there. And this is the box that it came in. It's quite a large box. I've already looked at it, but it came packaged very well. You got all this foam stuff here. And then as you can see right there, it's already painted. So all I have to do is take off a few of the little components that are on there and just transfer that to this fairing and get that on. But of course, that's going to be at a later date. Also, I did receive a package from Tab Performance, which I'll be going over that in another video as well. So there's going to be a lot of videos coming out here in the near future, just to get you guys caught up on what's going on. Now, in addition to all of that, today I have an appointment at Indian Motorcycle because Beast is going to be getting an upgrade today. And we are going to be doing the stage 1 intake, and that intake comes with a tune. Now, I can do the install myself. I could do the install myself and then just take it up there. But this way is a little bit more convenient because they got to hook the bike up to the computer to add the tune that comes with that intake. Now, the tune that comes with the intake it's a mild tune. It's not nothing, out of this world, but the bike will be taking in more air. So, the computer needs to compensate for that as well. So, if you look outside, I mean, it just looks like a beautiful, beautiful day. Look at that sky. Just awesome. So, and as you see, I'm sweating here, so it's hot. But it's been like this in the morning times here in Savannah quite often. And then in the afternoon, it turns crazy, okay? Like crazy thunderstorms. So I'm not gonna be taking that chance today. So I've already got the trailer out there onto the truck. And now we just gotta get the bike into the trailer. All right, so now we just got to get her tied down. And this area up here, there's a little, I guess a stem, you want to call it? I don't know. There's a part of the frame that attaches the radiator to the bike, or where the radiator hangs off the bike. But that's how they come from the factory when you get them in the crates. So that's always where I tie them down at. I've seen people tie down bikes on the forks, on the engine guards and all those things. But I find this way gives the best results. And plus, if it's good enough for the factory, it's good enough for me. There are a few cables in here. You're just going to make sure that you avoid those. Actually, a few. There's only one. There's one cable on this side. Normally, I would tie down the rear tire to keep it from wiggling around, but we're just going to the dealership. We're not going too far, so we'll just tie it down on the front. Good to go. Get the trailer locked up here. All right. Now we can hop in. Man, it is so hot out here. Look, I'm sure I'm like shining and stuff. It's crazy. Anyways, got the trailer all locked up, and now we're just gonna head over to the dealership. But I'll get back with you guys when I get over to the dealership. All right, so we made it up here to the dealership, and while I'm offloading the bike, I'm gonna let you guys check out a video that I did a while back, and I was interviewing a guy about his motorcycle. He's a subscriber of the channel. I believe his name is Rod. So Rod, I appreciate you guys subscribing to the channel, and I was just talking to him about his bike, and he had some interesting stuff, so check it out. All right, y'all, so of course it's just a beautiful day here in Pooler, Georgia, Savannah, Georgia, the greater Savannah area, you know, because some people like to talk, but anyway, I'm out here at the practice session that Rob has going on. There's I'm here at a private lesson with Rob and Rod. He's out here, he's down from Florida.
So we got a 2017 Indian Roadmaster. It's got the stage 2 cams and the air filter. It's got the Freedom exhaust on it, and that's pretty much it. Yeah.
How long you been riding?
About 45 years.
Okay.
So I've been practicing slow stuff for a couple years.
Nice.
And watching Robert's channel. Now I'm watching your channel, Finesse. So appreciate all you guys, the information you guys put out there for us.
Thank you. And then what was your first bike?
First bike was well, back in the day it was Kawasaki 1000, and then then I transitioned into Victory when it came back. Right. Or when it came in. So I did the Victory. I had a Victory, started off with a Victory Jackpot, and then I did a Victory Vision. My wife had a Victory Vision, and we did the double vision thing for a while. Yeah. And then, Victory went away, so we jumped on the Indian, and that's the result right there.
All right. And what do you? So this is your first Indian motorcycle?
First Indian motorcycle.
So what do you think about it so far?
Oh, I love it. Yeah. I absolutely love it. It's a lot of fun.
Nice.
So,
all right.
Very comfortable.
Hey, look, I appreciate you taking some time out with me. Welcome to Savannah. And you look good out there on the practice course, man. I know it might not have felt it all that way, but you really looked good. I don't know what you looked like when you first got here, but I'm sure it was much improved by the time you leave. So good stuff on you.
All right.
Appreciate your support on the channel, man. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, man. So y'all be safe and have a good trip. Hey, check this out. I'm looking at this Roadmaster. This is something I haven't seen before, but there's this loop here. And I don't know what that is. Is that something to tie down the bike with? Is that, like, what is that? If that is something to tie the bike down with, I mean, that's really cool. Very convenient. You don't have to worry about messing with your paint or trying to find somewhere good to tie down the bike. So I'm going to ask Rod what that is, because I don't know what that is. But my assumption is it's to tie down the bike with. Hey, Rod, that loop on the front of the fairing, is that for tie down or?
Yep.
Is that something you put?
Yeah, that's something I put on it. I found that on. I found that on Amazon.
Really?
Yeah, and it's been a while, so I don't know. I haven't checked the stock on them, but that's where I picked it up at.
So we are here in the shop. I got the technician back there. He's finishing up the bike. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna get a chance to test it out at this moment. We're gonna get the bike back to the house. Like I told you guys earlier, it is probably gonna end up storming later today. I already heard a little bit of thunder, so we're gonna get the bike back. Assuming the weather holds out, I'll give you guys a quick test, or I'll take the bike out for a quick test ride and bring you guys along with me. But we got to get everything buttoned up and back on the trailer, and let's get back to the house. All right, y'all, so I've got my spare parts. So this is the factory stuff that come off the bike. They put that in the box for me. So now all we got to do is go grab the bike and bring it back over here. So now the bike is right back over there, and I'm just coming over here, and I'm telling myself, you don't want to goose it or anything on the way over here, but no promises. Oh man, I gotta tell you, I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited to see what this is gonna be like, just to see what kind of difference it makes. Now, truth be told, I have been on a Power Plus 108 that had the intake, and the throttle response was, you could feel the difference between the two. Now, as far as the actual speed or quickness, anything like that, I really didn't get a good sense of it because I was just going down the street. It wasn't my bike, it was somebody else's bike. But at any rate, I'll give you guys a look at it here. You can just see it there on the side. Now, of course, I'm into the dark theme. I'm not into the chrome, but it does kind of match well with the engine. It just doesn't match with the overall aesthetic of the bike. So I am gonna get this part wrapped. I'm gonna see if I can't find some blue. If not, maybe I'll do like some carbon fiber or something just to jazz it up a little bit. But I am gonna get that wrapped and get that covered up. But that's gonna be later. I'm gonna try and get it done this week. And if I am able to do that, then of course I'll bring you guys along with me. And then here on the other side, you can see it still has the 112 badge. So you still know it's the 112, all right? Well, enough of me jaw jacking, man. I'm gonna get this bike in the trailer, and then we're gonna get back to the house. All right, and just like that, we are back here at the garage. Of course, you see I got the bike here. There you can see the intake on it. Now, I just got the bike back off the trailer here at the house, and there were a few drops of rain on my way back here. So, yeah, this weather is just crazy right now. So, it does appear to be okay, at least for a bit. We got some more clouds creeping in as opposed to what it was earlier, but it appears to be okay. And I did not put fuel in it because I didn't know if they needed to move the tank or take the tank off, which they didn't. But I need to get some fuel. So we are gonna take this bike to the gas station to get fuel because I don't have any. That's why. Not because I want to test this thing out real quick, but that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be testing this thing out. And not only that, I'm going to be recording it as I do it. So you guys will get my initial thoughts and reactions in real time. So we have filled up. I'm gonna get back to the house. We are gonna make sure we get in the bike a little bit. Just then when I was taking off, the front end came up from first to second, and then it came up a little bit going into third. Now before, it would come up, but it was definitely first to second, and it came up a little bit more than what it normally does. And it absolutely wasn't coming up in third, at least not the way I'm driving. And it just popped up in third. So you can definitely feel it. Like she wants to move. Yes, indeed. So like I said, the intake does come with a tune. The same way when you get the slip-ons come with a tune, but these are like mildish tunes. They're not really outlandish. I mean, these are tunes from the factory, so they're not going to be as aggressive as something, say, like the Lloyd's tune. But you definitely can feel the difference of the before and the after. I don't know, the 0 to 60, might have come up a bit. So I know a lot of people, when it comes to mods and things, you're just trying to decide if something like this is worth it for you. And I think it is worth it, especially if you get something out of it. And for me, just having that little more pep, it gives you a little more responsiveness with the seat, with the butt dyno. I mean, that's more than enough for me. It is, I wouldn't say it was like beyond what I expected as a factory or an OEM type aftermarket, but it just brings a little more life into that engine, and that I can appreciate. And like I said, the styling looks good. It's not crazy sticking out in the way. You're still getting that air coming in. But like I said, I'm definitely got to do something about this right here to get that chrome off of there. Try and get around. I know there's a few places here in town that do wraps, so I'm gonna just get a little vinyl piece to put on there. Either I might just do this, or I might do the whole thing. I don't know. It just kind of depends on what I can find. If I can find something that matches this blue, then for sure. But I don't think I'm going to be able to find anything to match that. So I might have to go with some off color. Maybe use some of this gray in there and then the black, something like that. All right, so the 0 to 60 times for the Power Plus 108 was around about 5 seconds. All right. The 0 to 60 time for the Power Plus 112 was right about 5 seconds. All right. All right. So 0 to 60 times are about the same. I mean, you're getting into second gear, at least with my testing. Okay. But I will tell you, after third gear is really where the 112 kind of picks up. I mean, that's where the 108 picks up as well. But when you're on the road and you're comparing these two bikes, it's not until after third gear where you're going to really start seeing that separation, because that's where, the motor is like, you got the motor spinning, the weight's moving already, and then now you're going to push through. So obviously, I don't have anywhere where I can get fast enough to do that, but you can really, really tell after third gear how the 112 pulls compared to the 108. Now, there's going to be some more comparisons and things. I'll keep you guys updated just so I can give you a bit more of an accurate depiction of it. But just so you know, this first to second gear, it's about the same. And it's going to be different going beyond that. Also, again, I want to say big thanks to Rob for letting me interview him out there at Robert Simmons' private session. It was good meeting you and your wife. And lastly, have you guys got this intake, the Power Plus intake? And what do you guys think about it? I enjoy it. I think it's really good just from the little trip that I took today. It gives that engine that much more excitement. I'll be doing the 0 to 60 test again since I put the intake on there, and it has the Indian Motorcycle tune now. So like I was saying on the ride, when I went from first to second gear, the front end came up. So I would assume that it's going to be a little bit quicker. All right, now, as far as the cost goes with this, so obviously you have to pay for the intake. And then on top of that, it was $140 or $120, something like that for the install. All right, so the install wasn't that much. And the reason I took it in to get that install is because they also have to do the digital wrench, which you guys seen. They have to do the digital wrench in there. So if I was going to take the bike up there anyway, I might as well just go ahead and have them install it as well. So just to make things a little bit easier. All right, so man, look, I'm out here drenched in sweat. It's hot, okay? I'm gonna get back inside. And like I said, I've got a bunch of stuff lined up with Tab Performance, as well as getting some wraps done. I'm thinking about getting the Scout wrapped as well. Once I get my intake done, I'll check with them and see about that. And then we've got a few other things lined up as well for the channel. So stay tuned for that. And as always, ride every day. And most importantly, make sure you're enjoying it. Peace.